So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of planets through ascendants, and today we're going to be covering Mars in the ninth house in the sign of Sagittarius for Aries ascendant people. Okay, as in what happens when Mars is in the ninth house in Sagittarius while it rules the first house and the eighth house. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular Mars, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, for that check out the links here, check out my full astrological report, include my books, consultations, and the link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where you will find all kinds of detailed information on my courses and KRS vlogs, where actually I'm going to be uploading something this week there. So, Mars in the ninth house in Sagittarius. So ninth house, first of all, is the house of teachers, gurus, counselors, higher education, philosophy. Okay, it represents pilgrimage or faraway distant travels, publishing. It represents, managers behind the scenes. It represents actually a lot of things, which I don't have the time to list here. But one of the big things, obviously, that happens, Mars becomes part of a strong Raj Yoga. This is a strong Raj Yoga. And especially here, Mars, it will show that one will find their success in their life through the help of the father and through the help of a guru. One's life gets strongly influenced by the guidance of the father. But also what happens is, especially after the age of 16, you will see this particular individual will fight and argues with the gurus, mentors, teachers. He or she will challenge them. They will challenge this individual as to what you're telling me, is it correct? They will try to kind of play that psychological game that, hey, how is it that this is true? They will challenge their mentors, their teachers by, I wouldn't say really manipulative things, but deeper psychological things. Because of Mars' rulership of the 8th house. And because the 8th Lord now goes into the 9th house, shows this person at one point changes their belief system because of the fact once they challenged someone, they did not get that particular answer. And maybe it was their karma to not get that answer. It doesn't mean that the other person was wrong. Okay? It naturally will even represent that this person, due to their own, past life issues, will not be able to get that proper guidance from, their own background, their own religious or spiritual background, unless, of course, Jupiter is looking at this Mars. The other thing we also see is that when it comes to education, this person will definitely go for education related to law, management, and banking, because there is the Lagna Lord, the life force, being in the 9th house in Sagittarius. And you got to remember one thing, Mars is still impacting the 5th house with this position, because Mars will have, I believe, 60 or 70% aspect on the 5th house, just like Saturn will also have 5-9 axis as well. And it is said literally in the first 2 or 3 chapters of BPHS, even the planets have their full aspect, the special aspect, they will also have other aspect with other percentages, because this is something I've looked at, especially again, real world experiences teaches that, okay, these things are validated. And this is a particular Mars that will create differences with, paternal grandmother. One will argue with the grandmother related to inheritance or some property of past, or they may even fight with the paternal grandmother on behalf of their father. And it also shows that they will have to leave their homeland. They will have to leave their homeland or their birthplace and go at least 300 plus miles away from where they were. But again, this is again a very powerful position of Mars. This is a position that always will put an individual in a commanding position. It's kind of like that term, commander-in-chief, right? Commander-in-chief, like in US, they will use that. This is the commander-in-chief position, more than even the 10th house. because Jupiter is actually the general. The Sagittarius sign is very much involved with disputes and wars. That's another thing. We look at Sagittarius sign as the sign of glorifying higher knowledge and higher education, but this is also the sign of political play. Sagittarius becomes the sign. Remember, all the wars, all the political issues around the world are always seated under religious beliefs. The beliefs of individual and groups. If somebody feels that I don't want my people to be learning this, they will do whatever they can to diminish that particular type of education and learning. And Mars is a planet with a sphere where they will use a knife to get rid of that. So this is not like fine, it's a Raj Yoga, but it's not a pleasant position. This person becomes extremely embedded in their beliefs, where they will even leave the person that they're with because of their contradiction in belief system with the other person. And this is an individual who can and they will manipulate situation to attain some form of land, real estate, and property. So yeah, you may not like this, but again, the astrology is not about what you like or don't like. It's about what it shows and does with this position. Like especially inheritance issue with the mother comes in. One will fight with the mother compared to what the siblings are. You will also have differences of opinion with your sibling's wife. You will get into battles with sibling's wife because of their beliefs versus yours, because that's the type of wife they will choose. The type of spouse your sibling will choose is the one that is going to contradict your beliefs, and that will cause issue between you and your siblings. And of course, there's many other things, which just cannot be discussed on YouTube and all that. But anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the 9th house in Sagittarius for Aries Ascendant people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss this type of videos. And if you want to know where your Mars is placed, all your astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for sure. Bye-bye.